All right. I believe the stream is live again. We'll assume it is anyways. We have got some more Minecraft. I know, Minecraft Monday, this time on a Tuesday. Shocking, shocking stuff. I said I'd be back next week, bet you weren't expecting me next day. I wasn't either, but I wrapped up work early tonight and thought I could do something active, something useful, or I could play some of my favorite game. And this is what we settled on. Let's take a quick peek to kind of remember where we left off. Spawn's just back that way. We've got this nice path running over to our home, which is a work in progress. Kind of bland at the moment. Needs some more color, some more shape. But it's something. It's a start. We're going to need some windows. We're going to need, again, more color. I'm not quite sure what, though. We've already got oak and spruce. No dark oak in sight. But we'll get to that later. To begin with, let me introduce you to kind of my plan here for not just the evening, not just the stream, but for the world in general and just kind of this series, assuming it does continue. In order to do so, let me pull up my little green screen one more time. And find myself... here we are. A little text document. There we go. Should be all set now. Okay. I don't know how well you can read this. This is a little document I made with some rules I put forth for myself. Some of this was what I was thinking initially, but I've kind of hammered out the details a little better. So, I want this world to be really connected to itself, and I want to do a lot of building. I want everything to be important, and I don't want to rush through this thing. So in order to kind of pace myself and make sure that I'm not, ignoring this whole Minecraft world, I've got these rules now. I cannot sleep in a bed unless it's connected to what I'm calling the Grand Path. Now this Grand Path, that's pretty much just gonna be a continuous set of paths from spawn all the way to wherever I end up. Rule number 2. Any bed used must be implemented into a larger build. So for example, I'm sleeping where I'm at, or I first put a bed down. But I didn't do that before. It was at the site of what would become my cabin. Now it's inside, now it's implemented. I could still improve on that a little bit, and I might do so in the future, but there it is, and there it shall remain. Rule number 3, no traveling further than one Minecraft day-night cycle, around 20 minutes, from an existing build/pathway. This is going to let me go a little further than I had initially anticipated. What I'd originally set for myself was a strict no leaving the biome until you've got a path going out of it, but I do want some additional block choices without having to abandon a project halfway through. Just to come back to it later. I think there's still going to be some of that, but we'll see. This 1 day and night cycle thing, this 20-minute deal, I think that sounds about fair to me. I can make an adjustment if necessary. Rule number 4, no nether portals linked to any locations besides those already connected to the Grand Path. That's pretty much so I don't just nether hop all around the place. It's kind of redundant, but I've decided to write it in just in case. Rule number 5, all builds created must fit into a cohesive world called Acedia. It's the name of my world. I just want to keep things kind of all in the same vein. So I'm not going to be meshing a bunch of cyberpunk with high fantasy. I think I mentioned that last stream. I don't remember. Rule 6, each death must be memorialized with a grave. I haven't died yet. When I do, I'll have to figure this out, I suppose. Rule 7, no time spent in this world without live streaming we're recording. And my last rule, one new rule may be added upon completion of the game. And what I'm ruling completion is progress from the very start. So, punching trees up through having defeated every boss. Alternatively, one rule may be erased, but a rule of proportional impact must be added. This is for further down the line, just to keep things interesting. And let's just hope that it does. Now back to the regularly scheduled broadcasting. There we are. It's Minecraft. And with our new kind of rule set in place, I've got a little more free reign over where I go and when. From what I remember, there is a plains biome somewhere over that direction, or at least I thought I saw a peek of it through the forest, but we might go explore that way. If I can get myself a donkey, a horse, or something like that, that'll speed up my ability to travel, meaning I can get a little further from home here to gather some resources. I guess a question worth asking, though, is do I even have... I don't think I can even make a... Yeah, no, I can't even make a saddle. Never mind. So that plan's going to have to be scrapped for the time being. But I might start a more permanent mining setup. Because right now I've got nothing except this little hole in the ground over here. So let's see if we can't find something interesting to build into. And we can set ourselves a bed, just a temporary little thing. I actually have a plan on how to do that. Do I have enough time for nightfall? Probably. I'm gonna need some birch, believe it or not. And I think... Oh, do I not have any more saplings? Well, that's gonna be a problem. Not a large one, because we've got this massive birch forest right across from us, but we'll have to collect a few of those. First, let's sleep the night away. Then we'll deal with our problems one at a time. As for today's docket, yeah, maybe mining, maybe finding ourselves a mount. We do have these two guys down here, but I don't know how to ride them. Okay, here we go. Not far from our little farm setup, we've got a couple birch trees. Oh, this might be bad. Let's try to not get our first death already. Yep, that'll be it. That's all she wrote, folks. Okay, death 1. Very well. It's the best way to deal with this. If I loop around the back here, I should be able to... Let's do this. We'll make a sign for ourselves. We'll say... Does this tell us how many days we've been in this game? Oh, dibs on first comment? Awesome, dude. Welcome to the party. I guess I don't see days, nights kind of thing, so we'll just say 4.68 hours on our sign here. Death number 1. 4.68 hours. Pierced by a pillager. Not the way you want to go. But beggars can't be choosers. Alright. Eventually we'll set up a more permanent graveyard for our little death count here, but... Ooh, let's see. Do we still have these bad guys around here, or did they, decide to take off after it? Oh, that sounded like an arrow. Yep, sure is. Excuse me, sir. Please, chill out for a second. Well, there's number 2. Okay. We're really on a run right now. I suppose better make that second sign right here. Death number 2. We still have 4.68 hours, or did we make some progress on that front? Ah, 4.7 hours. 4.7 hours. Pierced by yet another pillager. Alright. Third time's the charm is what they say, right? Alright, we got a stone axe. That might be a better pick for a fight here. Aha! This guy's got a powerful weapon. Let's take him out. Surprise! Oh, nope, he got me surprised. Okay. Okay. How we feeling? Alive? Beautiful. Two deaths in a minute. Not so bad, not so bad. Did we clear out all the unwelcome visitors here, or are we in for another surprise? That wasn't the plan at all. I was going to go find myself a mine. Well, back to the berry farming, I suppose. Not a very potent food source, but we'll make do. Ooh, nice. If I die to a berry bush, that's going to be an unfortunate sign to write. Uh-huh. Yep. Very prickly. Still prickly. Seems things aren't changing, huh? Okay. This is spawn. I remember it because I built a dirt tower for it. That's our path over to our home. Now let's see. Can we get to a high point to take a peek around, see if there's anything interesting to go check out? Like I said before, I can't go too far based on the rules I've set for myself. But I don't think I have to go that far to find some kind of cave. Well, that's a hill. It's not part of this mega hill. Maybe I'll start there. Eventually I want to build like a castle up on that hill, or at least a fortress, so that seems like a safer bet. But I've been sidetracked enough. What I was originally coming down this path for was... Better not lose those. That took all my remaining iron. Here they are. Some birch trees. Want a couple of these, that way I can make a nice little bench for myself. Alright, 9 logs right there, and that's already going to be plenty, but let's just take a second tree down for... I don't know, I guess a little bit extra. Suppose I'm a selfish Minecrafter. And maybe we get a sapling this time, because we're fresh out. 40 berries should tide us over for the time being. How long that time may be, I guess that depends a lot on how much I get smacked around here, but... Right now I'm a naked sloth, with nothing by name but a couple wooden and stone tools. What more could you hope for? Alright, there's one sapling. If we can get a second, I'll be happy enough with that, and we can get this adventure going. Hey, there it is. Sapling number 2, sapling number 3, and a stick. Delicious. You know, I haven't really thought about it. What do sloths eat in real life? In here, they eat whatever I'm eating, but... I mean, they gotta be... they're not predators. I don't know if they really count as prey, but I think they're not carnivorous. Maybe omnivores? What's that? It's a fox. Omnivores or herbivores, my guess. Okay, gotta remember what's where. Plants are on the bottom. Nice. We'll drop those off. Now we got logs. So, I wanted to make a couple of those. Do I have any sticks left? I do. There we are. With the top chest. Do I have a chest for blocks? Sure do. Some wool over there. Actually, no, we're gonna need this, aren't we? And this. Because I want to make a bed. Looks like our wheat's beginning to grow as well, which is fantastic news. Perhaps one day we'll no longer be eating just berries. Right now I'm on a pescatarian diet, not by choice. But what's to be done about it? Let's grab you. Blocks go here. No, up here. There they are. I'm gonna have to figure out this sorting system a little bit better in the future, but that is not my priority right now. Okay, we've got 6 sticks. Let's change that into this many, I guess. Drop that, drop that. None of those are useful to us right now. Oh, do I not have a pickaxe? Is that gone? Uh-oh. Well, that could be a problem. Has 5 minutes passed already, or is it still around here somewhere? Yeah, I think that bad boy's gone with the wind. Oops. Okay. Well, with that in mind, I suppose we're back to wooden tools again. Meaning I am gonna need this. I won't need this. All right. Wow, and we're already back to night, just about. What did that achievement say? Voluntary exile. Kill a raid captain, maybe consider staying away from villages for the time being. Well, I haven't seen one yet, so we'll consider that mission a success for now. Okay. Let's get a little bit of this. 1, 2, 3. That'll be good enough. That's our spawn, and we were going to go which way? I do not remember. I think this way. I guess if we're doing that, might as well keep our path running. Sorry, Bush, you gotta go. Me when it's time for Obama to run. I'm not that old, but hey, a joke's a joke, right? Okay, crafting table. Do your duty. One shovel for me, please. Thank you very much. Alright, Eternal Path. What did I call it? The Grand Path, I think? Keep climbing. You guys ever watch that Meet the Robinsons movie? Keep moving forward. Because that has been stuck in my head for years. Just that little vamp that they do. Keep moving forward. I don't know why it's so locked in there, but it is. You know, I really wish I had more control over what thoughts remain in my brain. They're not usually particularly useful ones. I still remember part of a game I played with some friends probably 10 years ago or something. Whole point was you're just working your way through the alphabet, naming words and remembering what people said before you. So for example, if there were 3 of us, I'd have to start with the letter A. I might say apple. My buddy next to me would start with the letter B, so he'd have to remember apple and then start a word with B, so maybe basketball. I remember the words from a particular game of that years and years and years after it's over. And I can't seem to just lose that information for some reason. But then on the flip side, I have completely forgotten to log my hours at work for multiple months. Not as much right now, but I've significantly undercut my my income by doing so, and it's just, you know, that seems a little bit more important than some letter association. But I guess if people only remembered what they wanted to, I don't know, that could get messy too, I suppose. Yeah, it looks like we're working our way to that hill. Alright, got a wolf there. Gotta make another one of these. Did our axe break too? Sure did. Guess we better make one of those. While we're here, let's make a pickaxe. Really don't want to chop down another tree right now, so we'll just leave it where it stands. I'm sure we'll deal with that again later, though. Unless this path leads nowhere of any real concern, I guess. Alright, you know what? I think I've been doing this wrong. Well, that's more broken than it should be. No, that doesn't make sense either. I was gonna just make one line at a time, but I'm gonna have to double back 2 or 3 times doing so. I really don't want to do that. Alright, here we go. Now we're on track. Man, these are annoying to break. Leaf litter? Is that what we're calling it? Yep. Goodbye, leaf. Ooh. Now that's useful. Don't mind if I do. That's actually perfect. I can plant those back at my house, get a little bit of color going. All right, nearly there. Home stretch now. I think I said that before, but we actually are now. Okay, you know what? We'll put ourselves a bench in right around here. At this bend. So when I say we're putting in a bench, what I mean is we're getting a bed down. Now by our rules, we need a bed connected to a path, but it also has to be part of a build. How are we making this a build and not just a bed? Check it. And now it's a park bench. What do we think? Now I know it's kind of corny, but this is going to be, I think, our main method of getting beds in before we actually have a full project going, especially in this early game when I don't have the resources to really spend on stuff. So we'll set our spawn point. And now we're going to check out this this hill, see if there's anything cool going on here. I mean, we've already got these rose bushes, which is pretty great. Let's see what else is around, though. Is that a cave? Sure is. Is there perhaps anything in here for me? I have 3 torches and a dream. There's our first. Okay, we got this. That's a promising sign. Those are usually pretty big caves, from what I can remember anyways. Ripstone, I believe is called. Now here's the question, is this a dead end or does this go somewhere? It is a dead end, unfortunate. Oh well. Can't all be winners. Anything in here though? Looks like some copper, but... Well, I'm here, might as well grab it. Looks like you need stone at least to mine that though. You know, I had the iron to make a pickaxe, but I opted to make iron gates and a set of shears instead. I am not the true gamer, that much is for sure. Additionally, if you've come here looking for high-intensity Minecraft, you've probably come to the wrong place. I play the game slow, I play the game quiet, usually. That's not always the case, but predominantly I enjoy the building and creative aspect rather than the progression, the challenge, all that. Now we're on hard because I know people like that, and I thought, yeah, let's give it a shot. I can't wuss out if I'm recording this. There's more copper here than I was anticipating. Some coal would be great if we could find some, but if not, it's no huge deal. We can make charcoal if it comes down to it. Certainly have enough trees around us. Okay, let's hope it's not nighttime by the time we get out of here. I like my bench idea. I don't think it's going to work very well for an actual bed in the middle of the night, though. A bit too open-ended of a safe space. I mean, there's a reason people don't just go sleep on public park benches, aside from police interference, I suppose. Oh, and what do you know? It's nighttime. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do here. Now it is becoming abundantly clear that this is indeed hard mode. We got monsters. First time I've seen them, actually. Other than one creeper in our last stream. Guess I've just been sleeping too efficiently. Okay, there's the water, meaning our path should be right over here. Do we risk it? Not with him there. Now we do. Wow, okay. So that's what you might call poorly executed. And that's what you might call even more poorly executed. Others might call it comedic timing. Alright, I see that third one. You're not blown up too. Huh. Well. Alright. What do we have? 5.06. We'll deal with this later. For now, we gotta get back home. Or things get even worse. $5.06. I gotta remember that. Another creeper? You've got to be kidding me. I can't get out of here. Oh man, that's 4. Back to back to back to back. I don't know if I'm crazy, but that seems like a lot. $5.06. Okay, we're gonna make it back in time. This is further than I thought it was. I'm a little impressed I made it that far. I see that Enderman teleporting around. Yeah, that's quite a way, actually. Okay, 5.06, 5.06. Let's get that marked. Death number. Wow. Well, that's wrong. Death number 3. 5.06 hours. Blown to smithereens. Okay, blown to bits by creeper. It's plural. It was not a one-man job right there. I'll tell you that. That was a concentrated effort. Well, one good thing about having this right here is we can actually access our furnace. We don't have a lot of fuel in there, but we are about to have 8 more. Plant stuff is down here. Got quite a bit of this leaf litter now. I might use that, I might not. I'm not decided just yet. I will say we are going to be putting our rose bushes in over here. 1 and 2. You know, maybe I'll make a couple more birch trapdoors. These can make nice little planters out here, I think. Is this too light for the build, or is this going to work? Yeah, that'll be fine. At least for now, till I find something better. It's a little more color. And that's all she wrote on that piece of charcoal. Now we got more. Did we just go for all the copper? I think I had a little bit of iron left up here. 5 to smelt. Decisions. We'll go with a bunch of this. And hope that it leads to a stronger survival ability. Keep going on collecting our sugar cane. Best not to slow down on that, or we'll find ourselves lacking the resources when it comes time for enchanting. Excuse me. Oh, hey there, sheep. Hey, look at that, first wheat. And I think that's ready to harvest. Sure is. Fantastic. Although, let's just keep going from shoreline inwards, I guess. We're really not on a winning roll for deaths right now. Went without any of them last time. For the full stream. And now we're what, like half an hour in? Already 4 deep? 3 deep? Then I guess to start us off here. Let's go with one of these bad boys. How are we looking? Very orange. Four more copper ingots should get us a pair of boots. If I build them properly. A helmet we're gonna need 5, and pants we're gonna need what? What is that? 7, I think? Yeah. And then we'll also want to do some tool stuff, because this wood and stone, I'm not loving it. Guess we'll drop it off down below just in case we keep dying, but I'm hoping to move on from this a little more permanently. We'll bring a bunch of dirt just in case we need it all. Though I would hope that's not necessary. Should probably grab some more berries on our way out. Okay, looking like an orange creamsicle. Beautiful. Well, I got space. Maybe I should center those, actually. We are going to need 2 more of these. That's not an issue. Alright. Break you, break you, break you. Oh no, I can't actually. Can I? Well, that's too bad. In order to get this here, I'd have to take out this fence post, which doesn't quite work with our little porch setup here. If we've got any extra oak, this could still be okay. This might be alright. Let's see. We'll make ourselves an axe as well, because I hate breaking wood by hand. Get that helmet. Now we're all suited up. Actually, those stay as they are. And we are short 1. That's too bad. Well, we're back home. Firefly bushes are glowing. That means it is time for bed. There we go. Fantastic. This actually works out great because we're breaking this block. It means we can make it the extra. Alright, now that that's done. There we go. Now we got more space for all this. Incredible. That's much better. Feels more balanced. Man, we're just tearing through these berries. Okay, 17 of these. I've got an axe. Let's make some more tools. We'll want one of these, one of these. One of these. And I think that's about it for now. Right? Keep 11 of these on us, I guess. We got them. There's more cooking. We are going to want more berries because these go quick. And if I find myself mining for very long, I don't want to run out of food down there. That's a recipe for losing all my stuff. And that is not the dish we're looking to cook today. Okay. We're all juiced up. Let's find our path and back to it then. Well, that was weird. Did I just power that bush to become what it always could have been? Howdy, wolf. Alright, tree, you gotta go. You're in my way. Mildly. And a mild inconvenience is enough to die for in this world, apparently. Listen, I don't make the rules, I just write them. You could say. A pretty handsome looking tree. We'll let nature do its thing there. Set our spawn again, and do we have enough dirt to fill these holes? Let us find out. It appears the answer is no. You know, I would feel better about the whole creepers blowing things up if the blocks just dropped and you didn't just lose stuff. Yeah, that's certainly not done, but it's a lot better than it was. Is there another hole I missed, or is that it? I certainly hope that's it, because I'm not dealing with any more right now. Although we are going to extend this path, I guess. Chop down another tree and see what's on the other side. Looks like another tree. How interesting. Alright, leaf litter, you gotta go. We have a path to carve and you're in the way. So are you, Birch. This path will all be worth it one day. Or not. I have no idea, but we can dream. Is that a cave or just a divot? It's a divot. Not a particularly interesting one either. Okay, well if we wrap around this whole thing and there's nothing, at least we'll have a nice little path. Gonna have to be a glass half full kind of approach here. Otherwise this can be quite a bit of wasted effort. Yeah, you're gonna go, tree. Also, it appears the sun is on a descent because I no longer see it, and I think things are starting to darken just ever so slightly. Ooh, an apple. Delicious. Maybe not nutritious, but tasty nonetheless. Oh, another tree that's got to go. Someone should have warned me carving through this forest was not going to be straightforward. And if you did and I wasn't listening, fair enough. Ooh, what's this? There we go, a cave, finally. Some more copper, which isn't particularly exciting, but that thing definitely looks larger than the last one we were in. Okay, let's just tear up the ground a little bit, get these out of the way, so I can carve myself straight through. Oh yeah, night's definitely not too far off. Okay, once we're here, we might call our path, actually, so... Aha, alright. Yep, definitely getting close to night, if it's not already. Hello, bench. Phew, close call there. Oh, you're kind of gone, huh? Well, we can fix that. Okay, now we got this path. We've also bought ourselves about 10 minutes of daylight. And the question is, what do we actually have that we've just opened up over here? If this goes deep enough, we might build like a Dwarven city, stronghold, something going on down here. Because I do love these, what do we call them? Dripstone stalactites. Well, oh, perfect, coal. I was about to say I sure wish I had some coal. Some torches, some way of lighting up this dark and dangerous place. And what do you know? Right into our lap. Okay, let's just grab this little pocket, light up as much as we can over that way. To make ourselves a bit safer. 24 torches. That'll do for now. That's a skeleton. That's a creeper I didn't know about. Pardon me as I run for my life. Pardon me as I trap myself and potentially end my life. I've got armor now, you're in trouble. Or not. No, you're tough, man. You're real tough. Excuse me. Never mind. Alright, well, let's see. What's our time on that one? We've got a lot of deaths I gotta keep track of here in the early game. 543. Well, that's easy. Death at 543. That I can remember. 5.43, but still. It's not that much of a difference. Only 500 or so. Oh boy, alright. Excuse me, you're almost dead, right? Yeah, you sure were. One more tap and I would have had you. Figures. Alright, Apple. Don't do me wrong. I'm not asking for everything to be perfectly safe over here, but I would like at least a little bit of wiggle room. This ought to do it for now. For now anyways. Alright, heal me up. Grab ourselves a bunch of coal as well. I wasn't paying attention, but if there's iron here, we'll be grabbing that as well. A lot more copper. More copper. Is it really only copper over here? That's a little disappointing. I hear you, skeleton. I do not see you, and that worries me. Okay, we're mildly safe back here. Let's just turn all of those into sticks. Oh, berries. You are your lifesaver. Slow and steady. Let's just try to win this race, or at least survive it. Okay, skeletons have gotten me, creepers have gotten me, pillagers have gotten me, zombies have gotten me. Spiders, nothing yet. Endermen. So far I've locked in pretty hard on no eye contact as a rule. Let's see if we can keep the streak going. Okay. That's most of the easy, reachable coal. I guess still a couple pockets over here. And I will not be leaving any of that behind. I've struggled more to find coal here than I usually do. So I won't be passing up the opportunity to grab what I can. Perfect. And what about you? Yoink. I'll be having this. And look at that, a rag to riches story. How much am I at right now? A little over a stack. Fantastic. Let's see if we can't get that up to 2. I've certainly got a lot of copper to smelt. Not a whole lot going on the iron front, but I'm sure that'll show shortly. Yeah, there's a lot of copper in there, though. You know what? I'm gonna leave that. This leaf litter keeps tricking me into thinking it's copper, though. Or iron, rather. That is a little dirty. Hey, there we go. Got some iron. Make some more torches while we're at it, and bum rush this thing. Let's try to light up some walls, keep things safe-ish. Wow, this goes deep. And also, that dude shoots hard. It's like he's some kind of archer or something. Not looking for another death. Still got to write one down. Got a nice little arrow in the hip, I suppose. Oh, wow, right through the eyeball, too. That's tough. No, that's fine. Vision's overrated. Certainly not my favorite Avenger. Little Marvel joke for those of you who care about that. Okay, 2 iron. Not a huge haul, but oh boy. Hey bro, chill, please. We can be friends. We can't be friends. Not after that. What are we at now for time? 555. Okay, so 543 and 555. I gotta keep track of both of those. Are you kidding me? Hey, how you doing, Ray Walks? Haven't played Minecraft in a while, huh? Yeah, that was me not so long ago. Me and a buddy started playing for a while, and I've really gotten back into it. Okay, boots, please. It's about to be bad. I can tell. Sure is. Oof. Wow. That's the Minecraft experience. Yeah, no, before I got distracted there, but, yeah, I love this game. It's fun. It's good stuff. It's relaxing unless you're dying over and over in a cave like I have found myself, but yeah, I mean, I've been playing this game for years now, on and off, and right now we just happen to be in one of those more active times. Jeez Louise, it's crazy out here. Okay, so we definitely left a good chunk of our stuff down there. We'll try to recover that shortly, but we also got to sleep or we're going to get got by everything else out here. This whole park bench setup I've got over here is not a safe place to be. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's see how much that heals me before I got to eat again. Is that really the only piece of armor I recovered? Well, that's a dang shame. At least I got the sword. I don't even need to go mining right now. I just wanted to check some stuff out. Didn't know it was going to be so dangerous down here. Oof! Can you shoot me through that? Yes, you can. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, you came over here for the World Cup? That's awesome, dude. See, I'm a native from the US. I'm an original down here. If you don't mind me asking, where are you from? Bro, please. Please, just one moment. Well, I guess I got a moment. Not a very long one. One day this guy's gonna see I will succeed in defeating him. There we go, look at that. It's like a brand new day upon us. Please tell me there's nothing else over here. There certainly is. Alright, where one's defeated, another rises in its place. Oh, you're from New Zealand, huh? That's awesome, dude. I've always wanted to visit. Yeah, I mean, you could tell I'm playing video games. That crosses over with nerd culture pretty well. Big Lord of the Rings fan. I think it'd be awesome to check out some of the locations they were shot at. Although I'm sure you hear that all the time. Do I have my sword? I do. Please tell me you're hurt, because I sure am. Oh, you wore my boots? That's insult on injury, dude. Come on. Okay. Let's just grab the last of this and get out. Doesn't need to be fancy, just needs to be quick. Oh, he's got my axe down there. Half a heart and a dream. Okay. Perfect. I say perfect, but you know, perfect might have not involved so many deaths. All that being said, though, we'll take it. A win's a win. Yeah, okay, so you're staying in the States for a month or two, huh? That's awesome. You've been here before? Is this your first time? I think I'm heading back to base camp right now. It is very clear I'm not prepared for that kind of descent. Alright, farewell, bench. You served me well for the several deaths I suffered over here. Gotta turn my game up? Oh yeah, I know. Don't know if you noticed, I'm not quite MLG. Oh, you're... Okay, you spent some time in Miami. I haven't been down there either. I'm not huge on the humidity. I don't really love walking outside and being sweating within a couple seconds. For like vacation I can handle, but you know, long term that's not me. Yeah, no, don't tell the people, but these skeletons, they got me tripping out here, man. I'm not built tough. Okay. So I was keeping track of every death. 1, 2, 3. All happened tonight. Let's see, what do we have? Pillager, burned to death. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 through 10. Yikes. Do I still have a sign on me? I do. Alright, let's go for a combo deal. Deaths 4 through 10. 5-ish hours in. Decimated. Now let's say sniped by skeletons. Yeah, no, heat's alright, you know, it's not the end of the world. I do enjoy summers, I like being sunlight. I'm in a lot of rain out where I'm at, but dry heat's a lot more bearable in my opinion than the real damp stuff, where it just feels like the second you're outside, you're struggling to breathe because there's so much moisture in the air. Alright, let's drop all this garbage off. Bunch of leaf litter, which I'm probably never going to touch, but I am a hoarder, so it stays. Excuse me. Mob drops going in here. All 2 of our iron going in there. Look at that, we're all the way up to 7. Big day for me. Well, the good news is we got plenty of coal, or I thought we did. Looks like I left some down in the mines, but we're definitely not going back for that. Yeah, it's a little safer here in our cabin, but the call of adventure's got me. I want to check out more of what's going on down there. And who knows, maybe I just got unlucky 6 times in a row. Surely I can't be that bad at this game. Well, I'll tell you one thing, we're going to need better food than this. We've got 1 sheep to our name, a couple llamas, or alpacas, whatever they are. These critters with long necks. And some wheat. Nice, that grew in better than I thought it was gonna. So when you say you haven't touched this game in a while, how long are you talking? Because, I mean, I've been back in it for a while now. Mostly on Bedrock Edition, though. We're playing Java right now. But before that, it had probably been a good 5, 6 years that I just hadn't played. It's still the same core game, but a lot has changed. You know, for example, we got whatever this is. This whole kind of recipe thing. That did not used to exist when I played regularly. You just had to craft everything the old-fashioned style. Learn the shapes or you're not making anything. Okay, we got this. We gotta... I just gotta go back down there. Keep torches ready. Don't need all this stuff. Guess we'll keep these just in case. We got a couple arrows. Do we have any more? Nope. Oh, you know, it'd be nice. A shield. Ah, gotcha. You're a PvP man. See, I never got into that myself. I was always more just survival stuff. I played a couple faction servers, little tiny ones, with my brother and a buddy, briefly. But one stopped playing completely, the other got really into it. And I was just kind of, you know, here and there, touch and go. What was I going to make? A shield, that's right. I think I need planks for that, if I remember correctly. I don't know, it's been a while. Something like this. Aha, look at that. We did it. Rest of you can go back there. We've got our cobblestone. We'll just hold on to that for blocks. Where did I get these slabs from? I guess my front deck or something. There we are. Let's clean up our inventory a little. Pickaxe, sword, shovel, axe, bow, torches, and there we go. Oh, food. Can't forget that. Extremely boring or extremely addictive? Yeah, I can't help but agree with you there, man. I have found that usually I get super into it for just a little bit, but unless I'm playing with other people, my momentum dies quickly. We'll see if streaming any of it changes that, or if I still lose steam. The addictive part's no joke, though, man. I remember there was a time where I put hours and hours and hours into this game. I was getting home from work at like 3 a.m. Play a couple hours, go to sleep, wake up, play a couple hours, get prepped, go back to work. Not a whole lot of free time, but most of it went into this. And that didn't last for sure, but, you know, good times. Not healthy times, but good times. Alright, let's set our spawn because as confident as I am in my supreme skill in this game. Better safe than sorry. Oh, I'm almost out of food too, and that's gonna be a problem. But oh well. We're in this deep. Let's see what happens. Some more iron would be nice. Some more... Ooh, boy. Yep, I can already tell I'm getting it over my head. Light up the dark spots. Ooh, I missed that somehow. Yeah, so that's not iron. That's copper right there. I am a poor guy, and they added this new block right here. I don't know if this was around when you were playing. I don't know what came out, but... It comes out bright and orange like that. Leaves me looking like a creamsicle popsicle or something. And it is not as good as iron, let me tell you. I'm gonna blame that on why I'm dying so quick, not my inability to survive. Oh, yikes. Okay. Oh. Well, it was a good run, fellas. Oh yeah, no, you're not the only one, man. I'm telling you, I jumped back into this game and it was just a lot different. You see that guy down there? That's a squid that glows in the dark. There's some craziness going on here now. I'll see if I can get close, but I mean, you've seen my ability to survive in action. It is not long lasting. Oh wait, better grab the shield too. Because it did so much first time around. Okay. Lights, lights, lights. Just keep lighting everything up. It's a good first step. Wow, it gets steep there. Oh no, skeleton. Dude, chill. Yeah, like these things didn't exist back before I started playing again. These all stalagmites, stalactites, caves have changed. We got amethyst. It's like a totally different game. I mean, I say that, but, you know, we've still got everything from before. It's just a lot of additional content. Yeah, that squid might be staying on his own. No, wait. Here we go. Look at this. We made it. Because, as I said, I am a professional gamer. Now, am I getting out of here? That's a whole nother question, and it's not one I'd like to answer. I guess we'll get out, but getting out alive is... That's a tall order for me. Okay, still got a little bit of food. Okay, so you said you're here for the World Cup. Now I am a little out of the loop because I don't watch regularly. I'm sure I'll be checking in when it's go time, but... Are the matches happening already, or is that, like, still off in the future a bit? Also, in New Zealand, do you guys call it football, or do you call it soccer? I feel like soccer is pretty American exclusive, but we can't be the only ones, right? What purpose does a glowing squid hold? That is an answer that I do not have. I've seen them. They light up. They look nice. And they drop, if you kill one, a... Let's see if I can pull it off. Fortunately, these guys don't fight back, so it's just going to be a matter of not drowning, I guess. Oh yeah, zombies that stay underwater too long, they drown and become these little guys. They call them drowned. It's a very creative name. Kind of self-explanatory. Wow, these swords are horrible. What? Oh, it's another one. Okay, anyways, let me see if I can kill one of these guys. Yep, there we go. They drop an ink sac, kind of like the normal ones, except it's a glow ink sac. Now, as to what that does, your guess is as good as mine, man. Like, I'm telling you, I've been playing some. I still feel pretty out of the loop on a lot of this stuff, though. I don't know why those guys are trapped, but I do not mind. I'll say that much. Now, will they stay trapped if I take a quick run over this way? Well, that sure didn't work. I thought shields were supposed to block arrows or something. Okay, Cup starts on the 12th. Openers Mexico and South Africa. Alright, exciting stuff. Yeah, that's coming up quick then, huh? Oh, you're right. You're supposed to time hits. I forgot. I'm swinging like it's the old way. That's how you know I've been playing this a long time. Used to just be click as fast as you can. You're right though, that did change a while ago actually. So in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, which is, you know, what they've got for consoles and... well, I guess that's pretty much it. It's kind of a user or a cross-platform version of this game. I think they still have spam click as the main one in that. At least that's what I'm gonna pin muscle memory on. Okay, bro, chill, 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 chill. Don't want the smoke. An axe. I do. Wow, this charges slowly. You're right though. Timing my clicks is definitely gonna help my survivability down here, so I appreciate that. The question is, where'd that sword go? And is the zombie flesh worth eating? There's 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Okay, so it looks like right click to shield. Where'd that arrow come from is my main question though. Let's heal up a bit if we can. Maybe kill an enemy. Yeah, never mind. Right click for the shield to block. Yep, I figured that out right about the time you told me. Appreciate you though. Your advice will very likely save my life next time. For some reason, even though I've only displayed supreme capabilities so far, I happen to die again. Okay, let's just hope that dude didn't pick up my weapons. Also, it's hard to tell with the rain, but I think it's probably not too far off from night. I'll try to recover my items and get out of here. Maybe we could figure out what that glow ink stuff is about. See, this cave goes crazy though. This would be a great place to build like a Dwarven city stronghold or something. I might do that. Yep, well he's got a shield. That's bad news for me. I was gonna use that. Excuse me, sir. I have need of that. More need than you, anyways. Okay, how are you shooting right through him? That's like cheating or something. Strafe. Okay, please, nothing jump me. Much obliged. Alright, right block with the shield. Time your hits. Now it's time to unlock my potential. After I run away from this skeleton. Again. Man, he's right by my stuff too. That's gonna make it tough to recover. Another one? Oh, no, cool. Yeah. Go ahead and just grab my stuff. I saw that. Okay. Let's see. Do we have everything? We need our pants. Here's some food. Which we might as well eat. There's our pants. And there's a skeleton. Some torches. Very important. Kind of pivotal to the whole plan. Wow, I'm in a bad spot. Torches are not the weapon of choice I was hoping for. There we go. Okay, right click for shield. We are set. Locked and loaded. Ooh, thought you had me. Nah, I'm on different time now. I'm gonna be the biggest problem these zombies never heard about. Don't know why I'm grabbing more coal, not really my priority. I am looking for iron and I'm looking to get out of here. I'm also looking to throw a couple torches down. Make this a little safer for my next one. So if you spent time in Miami, do you have family out here in the States? Or are you, like, are you staying with people you know or just chilling, hanging for the World Cup? Alright, it's getting a little dicey down here. Even for one as good at this game as me. I think it's time to begin our ascent. A little more iron. Perfect. So that put us at 13. Not bad. Okay, we're back to where this whole thing began. Oh yeah, some friends. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, good way to travel for sure. So was the World Cup kind of an excuse to come hang out with your buddies, or were you locked in on coming no matter what? Because don't get me wrong, I love sports, love playing them, I enjoy watching them, but I'm not as diehard as a lot of people are about some of the stuff. Especially just tickets in general. I'm not big on huge crowds, although I totally understand the appeal of, you know, going and seeing all the action happen live. Man, this zombie flesh has not gotten tastier in the last 8 years of playing this game. This whole hunger thing's a little crazy. Alright, and we're free of that. We'll save that last piece and go find ourselves some more berries, I guess. Alright, don't mind if I do. Let's not die on the berry bushes. That is not a death I would like to record. Well, we got a little closer than I would have liked. Okay. Bam, bam. Oh, dude, that's awesome that you got to see that. So do you try to catch most of the games live then for the Cup? Like, I don't know, man. I haven't really talked to people who are that into it, so that's awesome if you can kind of chase that thing around most years. What do we have? I guess we'll just cook this up to start. Got our 6 iron on us, and that's about it. Okay, well that place is dangerous for me right now. A little less so now that I know what I'm doing with these, respectively. Yeah, I keep forgetting it's got that little sword icon to tell you when he can swing again. Yes, if I'm following my own rules for this world, anywhere I build or stay or really enter has to have a path to it. I still want to build a castle up there, but that's gonna have to wait. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I figured it was expensive. I didn't know how expensive though. But that does seem like a rich man's game to go travel, catch every game out there. I guess I better mark another death. Where were we? Creeper skeleton, zombie skeleton. Yeah, then let's see. There's 4 of them, right? 4 more deaths. 11 through 14. That's 11 through 14. How many hours am I at now? Probably still 5? No. 6. Okay. 6-ish hours. Mining hazards. Mobs. There we go. The house is fine, majestic. Appreciate that, man. It's still a little plain, I think. I need some, I don't know. I need to spice it up the outside a little bit here. The colors quite aren't there. Hey, welcome to the party, Shawshank. Nice name, Shawshank Pandy. Yeah, this is a work in progress. Like I mean, you can probably tell by the stream title. This is only the 2nd time I've been on this world. And I'm trying to decorate, but I am a little lacking in the resource department right now. This is going to be our little kitchen area. Got a nice little fireplace with our furnace. Ooh, that's done. Perfect. And nothing up here but a bed. But it will improve as time goes on, and once it does improve, then I'm moving on to whatever's next. Like I said, something big's going to go there eventually. Not quite sure what yet. Either a big old fort on top, or maybe a full castle and like a town behind it. I saw there was a plains out that way. I've got that whole mine over there, which I could turn into a kind of a dwarven setup. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate that for now. This is supposed to be a little cellar. I wish I could make it open a little cleaner, but this has to do for now. Okay, that's a little crazy. I mean, what? I've been playing an hour and a half tonight. I'm up to 14 deaths. Last night I played for like 4 and I had nothing. Is that copper armor? It sure is, and it is getting beat up. Let me tell you, buddy, this stuff does not protect you the way you would hope it would. You still feel every single arrow, all the way down to the bone. Okay. Darkness. She's a-coming. Looks like she's not here yet, though. Not very far off. Yeah, me and Ray here were talking about how this game has changed a lot since the old days. They added copper in the form of armor, tools, blocks, all that stuff. We've got glowing squid, we've got all sorts of stuff. Pandas in the jungle. They probably did that for you, who knows. Okay, we got 19 iron. How much armor is that going to get me? Chest plate's important. I think that usually does the most. We could do that and we could do a pair of boots. Perfect. So everything but a helmet. There we go. Looking a little less like a popsicle. Now we're looking a little more like... I don't even know what I'd call that. Just silver, I guess. There we go. Go get some iron. Listen, man, I'm trying. I'm not built for these mines. Ray can tell you, okay? I went down there and I died about half a dozen times within a matter of minutes. Oh yeah, no, the Minecraft music, it hits different, man. It's old stuff, but it is classic stuff. It's nostalgia bottled up, man. Oh yeah, let's drop off this little squid sack. Alright, back down we go. Felt safe for a few minutes here. Let's see how bad things get. Grab some more berries for the road. I'm telling you, one of these deaths of mine is going to be fricked to death by these dang bushes. I'm going to be hurting from like a barrage of skeletons or something and just tap myself out permanently. Make a shield hit up the mine. That's the plan, buddy. We're taking our path right back out there. Welcome to the stream, Aiden. Yeah, I made this shield. It did not do me very much good because I did not realize you have to right-click to block with it. So there I was, sitting like an idiot, just getting shot at by skeletons. Alright, time for the descent. Let's rest up and head towards that gaping maw of a hole in the ground. This is the one, I can feel it. This is the one where I show my worth, my valor. I'm not new to Minecraft. I played a lot back in the day, but that was a long time ago. So I guess you could say I'm kind of new to modern Minecraft. Not completely fresh. I played here and there, but it has been a while, especially on Java. Shields block creeper explosions and hits from pretty much every mob, including zombies. That is good to know. I will try to keep that in mind. Actually, I better grab a little coal just in case I need to make a furnace down here. I've got my crafting table and decent amount of wood, so should be alright. Okay, here we go. For science. Yeah, look at that. Nothing at all. Beautiful. It's fantastic. And we got a potato. Things are coming up our way now. Still probably for the best if we light everything up as best we can. Any of these dark spots could mean another death. We're not careful. I am 28 years old, 29. I don't know, hard to keep track when you don't really care too much, but I'm old. I'm getting old, we'll say that. Starting to get creaky bones whenever I stand up. I make those old man noises. And, again, I'm dying all the time in this game when I did not used to. I'm just turning into an old man real quick or something. Yeah, we'll work on an iron pickaxe, but right now, I've got 4 iron to my name. I figure I'll just run through the last of this, copper one before making that call. That should be plenty of coal for now. We can come back for more if we want it later. Really wish I had a better food source, but right now berries are what we're working with. Okay, more lights. At some point I probably am going to come back for all this, ooh, amethyst. Okay, that's an enchanted bow. Aha! Can I make him shoot himself with this? Nope. Incredible. That feels much better than getting shot at. Unk? Yeah, that's me. Back in my day, Minecraft used to be able to just swing your sword as fast as you could click. Now there's tactics to it. Strategies. Yeah, it's pretty much the same game. A little different than before. But those differences, they start to add up if you don't play for a while. You're gonna need more torches too, huh? Okay. Get those in our inventory here. Good with a shield? I appreciate it, man. I'm almost brand new to the shield, so... Sounds like we're doing something right. Alright, where are you coming from? I heard that. Ah, there you are. I'm not even gonna bother with him just yet. I think instead we are going to smelt up the iron we've got. Okay, so that means crafting table down. Let's make ourselves a good old furnace, and it's time for some cooking with the layman. On today's menu, 1 potato, followed by 4 raw iron. Does the body good. Look at that. So now we got a snack while we're waiting on the rest of this to cook up. And that is how it's done. I am pretty low on health. I appreciate the heads up, because, I mean, I have not been playing a safe game so far tonight. I don't know if you heard, but I died probably... Well, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times tonight. And I've only been streaming for not even 2 hours yet. I think I'm starting to get the hang of things, though. Alright, man. Have a good one, Ray. Appreciate you stopping by. It was nice chatting with you, buddy. Alright, yeah, we're gonna need some more sticks. Get that pickaxe in our hotbar, and bam, now we're looking good. I'm gonna reorganize my inventory a little bit. We're actually gonna finish off this copper pickaxe before using that iron one. Some torches, some food, a bow. We've already got the torches. We'll swap them out, though. And I think that about does it. Where am I from? I'm from the States up in the Pacific Northwest, where it rains all day and the sun don't shine. As for specifics, I don't know if I'm gonna, you know, name towns and stuff, but... yeah. Northwest US. How about yourself, Shawshank? Alright, just like that. Now that's broken. We got it. Ooh, I see you there. So I know somebody just said this this shield is gonna protect from this guy. I'm not looking to test that out though. Maybe I am. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. This gets deep quick. Luckily, there's some more iron. Don't know if I'm gonna follow that all the way down. You're from India. Oh, that's awesome, man. Welcome to the stream. Alright, here we go. You can't touch me now that I got this shield, dude. I'm stronger than you. That is such a nice tool to have. I don't know if I'm ever leaving the house without it again. Oh wow, that just keeps going, huh? Maybe we'll check that out, but I like this little safe space we built for ourselves. Okay. Let's grab some food so we don't just die without realizing it. So what part of India are you from? I live in Washington. Not DC, but the state. Man, it's just monsters all around, huh? From the north? Yeah, yeah. Oh! There we go. And now we're about to blow up. Yikes. Things turn quickly down here. I was feeling pretty good about myself, too. Yeah, I've never been to India. It looks like an awesome place from a lot of what I've seen. Looks like a very busy place, too. I don't love crowds, so I don't know if it's, you know, top on my list for that reason. But as far as architecture, culture, art, all that stuff goes, food, India seems like a pretty awesome place to go visit, you know? Man, I'm gonna get so lost down here, I can already tell. Alright, just keep grabbing iron, and we're gonna be alright. This shield is nice, but it goes quick, huh? Guess it makes sense, I'm taking some direct hits with it. Surely it can't last forever. Alright, we're not gonna go down there. We're gonna get lost for sure if we do. Grab this little pocket of iron and keep heading back up. Ever upward, ever outward. Yeah, I've seen some of that about, you know, just the lack of... What's the word I'm looking for? I mean, I guess cleanliness is kind of, you know, the vibes, but it is too bad because that happens in a lot of places, man. There's some beautiful places out there that just aren't taken care of properly. It always sucks to see, but, you know, what can you do? Near the Himalayas? Yeah, that would be an awesome place to be for sure. I love mountains, and those are some crazy ones out there. Okay, so I came from up that way, I believe. You know, that's something I sometimes think about, is the Himalayas have like the Yeti, right? As kind of a mythological kind of creature, a legendary beast or whatever. The States, especially like where I'm at, has kind of the same vibes, except it's the forest version. You know, we got Sasquatch or Bigfoot or whatever you want to call it. It feels like it's kind of the same monster, but, you know, built differently. One's for the mountains, up there in the snow, all white, and then we got this brown, hairy-looking dude living out in the woods. Maybe I'm way off base, but they seem similar, at least from what I understand of them. Yeah, I'd love to visit the Himalayas if I ever make it out that way, though. I mean, that's the thing, though. This world is so big. There's so much. It's like you can't possibly see it all. Take a lifetime just go check out everything, and that's even without talking to the people and hearing the stories about everything. Guess that's part of what makes living here so cool, but at the same time, it's kind of a raw deal if you want to see everything but just don't have the time. Oh yeah, state parks, that's an awesome thing around here. They're a little strict on how things operate inside, but it makes sense. You know, they want to take care of the land best they can. US has some crazy parks too. Like, I know India is a big place and pretty varied in terrain, but you know, the US has a lot of that going on too. You can get real tropical, like Florida. You get the redwood forests in California. You've got deserts in Utah. You've got the snowy mountains up in Alaska. I love living in places where it's just, you know, variety. Alright, let's do this. I'm ready for you. There we go, I win. Hey, look at that, some gold, nice. Don't know if I'm going to use it, but I'll definitely be grabbing it. That's one thing I found in this game is, it's cool that gold exists. It's cool that it's a rare material, but it doesn't feel that important most of the time. Unless you're really getting the, like, redstone powered rails or trading with those nether guys, whatever they are. The revamped pigmen. Like, iron's a lot more common, but you burn through a lot more of it too. Okay, we got lava, we got some lapis. I'll be having that. I see that iron. I think I'm not going to chase after it though. That's not in an easy to reach spot, and I'm not looking to lose everything in a pile of lava. At least not yet. We'll save that for another time. These caves with these stalactites and stalagmites are really cool, but they're kind of hard to move around and really hard to light up. Yeah, every kind of topography, it's awesome when life just kind of works out that way. Full of natural wonders, ain't that the truth? I'm telling you, there's a... Like, even just in the US, there's some stuff where it's like, you know, the paint pots, they call them. That's in, I believe, Yellowstone Park. That's cool. I want to go down there. I just don't know if it's a safe bet. Yeah, but it's like the chemicals in these pools of water just dye it a crazy color. There's Crater Lake in Oregon. There's the Appalachian Mountains. And it's like, I know there's already so much I don't know about my own country and the, you know, what's inside of it. It's insane to consider how much I don't know about the rest of the world, you know? Like, it's cool on one hand because it means it's impossible to get completely bored and, you know, have already seen everything. But on the flip side, it does kind of leave you thinking, huh, well, I wish I did know more about everything else. But we're human. We can only do so much at a time, right? Like, I can barely handle this game sometimes. Maybe it's for the best I don't try to take on the whole world. Redstone. Alright, a couple pieces of this won't be a bad idea. So I'm definitely going down here at some point. I just don't think it's going to be right now. That's steep. It's a big old drop. And it seems rather precarious. Have I been outside of the US? Yeah, a couple times. Not very far, actually. You know, I'd love to go see more of the world, but the opportunities, usually I've been busy when they present themselves. But I've been to the Dominican Republic. I've been out to Mexico a couple times. They're relatively near the US, I guess, as far as geography goes, but far enough away that it feels like another place, you know? Very humid, I'll say that. I don't know how humid the northern part of India is, but I am not a fan of hot weather when it feels all wet outside, you know? I don't like sweating the moment I step outside, you know? That's why I could never live in, like, Florida, for example. Water, huh? Try not to fall? Yeah, I appreciate that. I was thinking the same thing. That's actually why I'm kind of making my way back up. Especially with all these noises. I hear things crawling around, and I really don't want to get smacked down into that pit. Mufasa style. I think I'm probably going to surface back up for now. Maybe do some work up above land. I've got plans, so it's probably best if I start making attempts to complete those. Grab a few of those just to have them. Looks like I'm out of torches too. Yeah, that'll work out. That'll be fine for a mining expedition. Almost got another stack of coal. We got a full stack of iron, which is awesome. That'll help me finish gearing out. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No ocean nearby. You guys do get a lot of heat, though, right? I mean, I guess it is going to depend on area for sure, but region. Farewell bench. I'm heading back to the camp. Do I have social media? Nothing for this channel yet, no. As far as like my personal stuff, I have a couple, but I don't really give them out, and I honestly don't even use them. I'm not big on social media to begin with, but I don't know if I keep streaming, then I might make some stuff for this account. That way I can keep in contact with anybody interested. But as of this moment, no, nothing really out there. Let's grab some berries, I guess, while we're out here. Yeah, those are some hot summers, man. So as to what you were saying earlier about the whole cleanliness thing over there, do you think that's getting better as time goes on? Because I know, like, even here in the US, back in the day, people really didn't care because they didn't think about it as much. You know, it kind of comes and goes in waves, but now I feel like a lot more people care about the environment and keeping things clean and neat, no littering, all that, than they would have 20, 30 years ago. Do you think it's kind of happening over in India as well, or is that just not really in the culture's mind? Because I'm curious. I don't actually know a whole lot. And, you know, you got a lot more first-hand experience there than I do. Make a farm? Funny you should mention that. I got this little wheat farm right here. And I think I ate my one potato like an idiot. But I'll get another one eventually, I'm sure. There's plenty of zombies. No real limit to them. Oh. Wait a minute. Should I keep this going? Honestly, that's probably good enough for me right now. I don't have a whole lot happening here. I'll extend that farm as I need to, but I'll just drop these seeds off in the chest. So this is supposed to be a little temporary starter home, just a place to store some stuff for the time being. Once I really get going, I'm going to move and start building bigger and better, I think. I just want to pretty this up a little more, and then I'll start pathing out probably over that way. I'm trying to think. Probably stone. Stone brick will be the main building block over that way. A lot of gray. Which means I'll have to do a lot more mining, but that's alright. It's my furnace. We'll drop our coal in there. Gonna have to get through this copper at some point, too. These are stone-ish blocks. Things are changing over there. Well, that's good to hear. I mean, as long as things are moving in a positive direction, then, you know, change isn't always a good thing, but it's not always a bad thing either, you know? And I feel like the environmental side of it is, you know, I'm not going to say it's all doom and gloom. I don't really subscribe to that train of thought, but I think, you know, we're born here. We should at least do our best to take care of it. I think leave things as you found them or better than you found them is a pretty good rule of thumb for the natural world. At least our interactions with it. Okay, so what I might do here actually is... It might be time to move over this direction. Oops, didn't mean to break that. I am going to figure out a bridge from here to there. Why don't I go to Canada? Oh, I have been to Canada. Good point. I had completely forgotten. I went to Canada a long time ago. And it was just briefly. I should probably go back. But it's been a while. Let's think. A bridge. I'm going to build it out of spruce, I think. Got 19 more logs. Got some of these if I want them. Oh, it's nighttime. Better rest up. Yes, I'm not sure if you were here in the stream when I mentioned it before, but I'm trying to play this world in this Minecraft world anyways by a set of rules, and one of them is anywhere I go and kind of build, I want to have a path leading there. That's so I don't just kind of rush off and find everything I'm looking for. I want to kind of take it slow, one step at a time, and enjoy the world around me. So I'm planning on extending that path over this way. I'm going to have a bridge go over here, and that's going to be my jumping off point over into that forest. And I know that there's a plains over that way. I saw it from over that direction when I first spawned in. So I guess let's figure out how many blocks it is from here to there, and then how we're going to build this bridge. We go 1, 2, 3, something like that. We're going to need a lot more of those. That's fine, though. Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 will get us over. Okay. Well, I think we definitely mirror what we're doing on each side to begin with. And I want this to kind of arch a little bit. So up and over means... Make a boat. That's fair. Boats are a good call. And I actually have a plan for how I'm going to deal with boats. This is short enough that I feel like in real life you'd have a bridge over it for just, you know, people to travel, horses, all that. Now, if I'm traveling downriver or across oceans, boats definitely give me the way. I'm not trying to build all the way across. But wherever I land, I'm going to build like a permanent dock kind of setup. That'll be my contribution to the world and kind of my my base of operations for where I'm coming and going from. Because yeah, I want paths everywhere. I want little beds and homes and everything set up everywhere. I want this world to feel lived in. I'll probably build kind of a whole story behind how it all works, but that's because I get really wrapped up in some of these details sometimes when they don't matter to most people, but I enjoy messing around with them. Okay, so this is a bridge. It's gonna go... We'll go 2 at a time to start. So 2, then 2. Same thing over here. And now we're going to go... Maybe 3? 1, 2, 3. Where's that put us? And then another 3 on top of that. What's that going to look like? How's that arch? It's pretty nice. I like it. And I think that'll leave enough headspace for a boat to pass underneath. Which is going to be good if I do decide to travel down that river. Yeah, I don't know how you play this game, or even if you play this game at all. I'd imagine you do. I figure most people probably don't watch Minecraft unless they play some of it, but I was talking with Ray earlier. He was saying he was into PvP for a while. That was never really my cup of tea. I always enjoyed the building process. So there's probably going to be some degree of that here as well. I like the relaxing pace and just kind of taking my time. So that's our rough shape. What do we think? Just from a glance over here. I'd like it. All right. Well, it was good chatting with you, Shawshank. Have a good one. Take care. Appreciate you stopping by. All right. Oh, we still got that. Don't need to open it up another. One, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three. Oop. And let's go a couple here. Perfect. All right, now our bridge is a little thicker. I wouldn't say thicker than a Snicker, but we're getting somewhere. Can we chop down this on both sides? Because if so, that's going to help our look a little bit, I think. Perfect. So now it starts just a hair steeper and moves across the water just like so. Not bad. It's a good start. I guess while we're here, let's get some path blocks in. Well, that broke, but not like we're short on iron. One shovel, please. Much obliged. Alright, that goes here. We'll have it split off over here. And there we go. Now let's just thicken up this path a little bit till we're happy with it. And a couple more here, and I think we're alright with that. Nice. Now the grand path extends this way too. Got a couple bushes here. Not tons, but a few. Now we have a bridge. Is there anything else we want to put on this bridge? Or are we fine with just having it like so? A couple logs could help, just to brace things up, I guess. Well, no, but then we're going to lose our ability to travel via water. Let's see. So if we have a spruce boat, as one would expect, although I guess oak would work as well. Oh well, we've got it now. Are we gonna hit our head passing through here? Probably. Nope. Just shy. Nice. And I think we'll put in 2... little oak beams, I guess. There's the rain. And it's night. Or I thought it was. That's close. We've really got to work on the inside of this place too. It's kind of dull, lifeless. We've got a bed. We've got our fireplace and kitchen set up. So the spacing's not bad. I need to put a desk in here. Oh, and windows would help. And then figure out what we're doing with the rest of the space up here, because this bed is not... it's not really matching the vibes right now. Okay, so, can I reach that from here? Sure hope so. Nice. Break both of those and put in our logs. Fantastic. If we do the same thing over here... wow, that goes deeper than I thought it did. Oh well. Now we got our little bridge built and a couple braces in. Perfect. Is it missing anything? Maybe. Do I care? Not at the moment. Okay, we have gained access to another section. Perfect. Now we can begin our exploration of this birch forest. Although I kind of want to go that way too. Because I see a lot of what's going on here. And I already like it. Oops. I want to know what else the rest of the world has here. Alright. I do have to... I'm not going anywhere, but I do have to mute my mic real quick. Just gonna hit you with the pause screen, and I'll be right back within like a minute or less. Testing, testing. Are we back? We're back. Perfect. Apologies for that. Okay, where were we? Exploration. I would love a horse or a donkey. A donkey would be really nice. I know they're not fast, but they can carry stuff, which is big for a guy like me who has very limited inventory space. I might put another bench in over there along the way as well. So I guess I'll need birch for that. Which should be down here in our little storage room. Fantastic. Let's check this real quick. Is this still accurate? It is. Those are the last 4. Man, this is a pretty funny record here. Good for the first 4.5 hours and then just whew, 14 deaths, lickety split. Crazy stuff. Okay, we've got our signs, we've got our trapdoors. We are going to want another bed. Which means we need our shears. There they are. Ooh, wow, that was weird. Okay. Lost complete sense of depth perception there for a second. That was a bizarre feeling. Hello, sheep. Please give me your wool. Thank you very much. And just enough for a bed. What a gentleman. Now, where were we? A bed, that's right. We can make it where we need to, so let's just keep journeying. Got a lot of iron, a lot of sticks. And what else could we ask for? I guess a better way up here. Oh well. First tree coming down on the new side of the island. This existing one just will not do. It is crazy that just last night I was saying we're leaving as many of these trees as possible, but it feels like I'm chopping every other one down. Actually, that one doesn't even have to go. What am I doing? This guy does, though. As I said before, a minor inconvenience. That'll cost this tree its life. Because once again, I don't make the rules, I just write them. And another one bites the dust. I can't believe this forest would so inconveniently place itself in my path. Nature has no respect for the common man, I'm telling you. Nah, this is goofy, but it's hilarious considering the conversation I was just having with Shawshank Pandy. Birch to the left. Squid underneath me for some reason. Yeah, okay. So what we're going to have to do here, I think, is scout ahead. And then we'll build our path based on what we find. We got birch. We got spruce. We got birch and spruce. So if I just kind of head through the the border here between them, what happens. There's a forest, and there's a pillager outpost. Nice. Ooh, and a beehive. Perfect. That'll be great. For honey, which I guess isn't that important. Oh, it'll make candles, which is gonna... That'll be perfect for my house, actually. No, that's a great thing. Yeah, okay, so I think... Yeah, we'll build somewhere up to like right about here at the edge of the biome. This can be our little bench. Our little rest area. And in order to do so, we're going to need a bed, which we still need to craft. With those and those, bam, got our bed. Perfect. Step 1, complete. Step 2. A little bit of signage. And step 3. There we go. Now we got a respawn point. And now we can keep our path running. We'll take this tree down. And then I think we're in the clear. We're not in the clear at all. I was wrong. I was very wrong. Take these 2 trees down and then we're in the clear. I see you, cow. Actually, I'm going to need your hide real quick. Please and thank you. Your sacrifice won't go forgotten. Yours either. Maybe. I don't know. That one was just a chicken. Oh, it's pretty much nighttime. Let's test out our bench. Not comfortable. How about now? Still not comfortable, huh? Feels very nighttime to me. Should be now. Aha! First try. That should just be dirt. I don't know if I said this tree was not going to get chopped down, but if I did, apologies. I was wrong. Oh, hang on a minute. Now I'm getting off track. So we actually need to go to the right, don't we? Let's see. From here, we just kind of shoot straight on back. Where's that going to put us? By the pumpkins. Are these the same ones I chopped down earlier? They sure seem to be. Okay, then find our path and we'll carve it back the other way. Twist it around over here, maybe. Sorry, tree, you gotta go. It's for the good of the people. And those people are me. Another shovel bites the dust. We make another. And we carry on. Ain't no wayward son here, though. I don't know why. Every time I start streaming, I just start saying stupid stuff that doesn't make sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I say stupid stuff all the time, but not like this. We'll leave that path there, I guess, because we messed up, but... This path is it's gonna look pretty goofy, isn't it? Well, it's not horrible right now. That needs to break. Now that should start breaking. Same over here. And same over here. There we go. Mostly. Nice. All right, up and over, up and over, up and over. And we're closer now, right? So right around this way. Yep. Okay, perfect. Path ends there. Nice. So let's do our best to curve our way back in. This is going to mean we need another shovel, though. Oh well, not the end of the world. We're no stranger to new shovels, are we? Okay, now we got a path all the way over there. Let's see how long it feels. Definitely through a forest. It'll be nice to, like, terraform this at some point. So I know that... Well, I know a couple things. First of all, we got this nice little path leading up over here. Yeah, there we go, right here. To our bench in the woods. from here, we've got some bees. We've got some forest. We've got this bad boy right here. Wow. Ooh, a mine shaft. Nice. Ooh, spider spawner. Not as nice. Well, that's exciting. I was going to say, we got this thing here. I know you can make farms out of these. I don't know how. I think if I make farms, though, I want to make them part of the build. So if I can, I'd like to make it just look like a camp. Tear that thing down because it looks goofy, in my opinion. And kind of rebuild the land around it. I don't know if water is a big deal or not. Oh, hey there, cow. Sorry, man. I've been food starved for so long, though. You don't understand what it's like eating these berries nonstop. Hey, welcome back, Shawshank. That didn't take you too long. Bumblebee, how are you doing? Okay, from what I remember, I think you need Silk Touch to pick... Wow, that's a crazy looking tree. I think you need Silk Touch to pick up bee nests. Bee hives, I guess. And I very much do not have that, so... Instead, I'll just have to collect my honey over here, which is fine. I think I've actually got shears on me right now. So maybe I risk it. Get stung. You only live once. Okay, I saw bees around here, meaning right here. Yep, this is about to be bad. I'm gonna grab the honey, and we are gonna bail. Anybody after us? No? Nice. That actually worked out better than I thought it would. Any more beehives, or is it just the one? I mean, if it's just you, that's alright. No skin off my back, but... yeah, it's getting dark. Let's head back to the house. Regroup from there. That path we're gonna have to tear out. It's not going anywhere. This one, though, should lead us right back to our bridge. Perfect. Then just cross the river, through the door, and we're home. I'll take the back door this time. Speaking of, we're going to need to, well, close that firstly, but build a step up into this thing. So I've got maybe about an hour before I've got to cut stream for the night. I might try to do a little terraforming. Build a cliff side behind our house here, over this little river. I guess that depends on how much stone and cobblestone I've got. Let's see. Not a whole lot, but we can go get more pretty easy. We can make more if we have to as well. But this also isn't a very high cliffside we're working with. So what do we think? Well, right now I think there's a fox, which is pretty cool. I haven't really messed around with these guys. They're fast. Holy smokes, they're fast. Yeah, but I think I want to bring this out a little bit further. Give ourselves space to build a little shed over here. I guess that's where we could start. We've got our cobblestone, right? We'll head back to the basement, and if I've got any slabs, I'll grab those too. Not many, but we'll take what we can get. We also have these stone steps. I think I'll put those down right underneath the door. Get us down to ground level. Like so. Okay, so if we go with a full block here for a roof. No, maybe we lower that a hair. To right about there. What do we think of that? Well, I think I'm out of slabs. That is easily fixable, though. There we go. So that's 5 wide. Yeah, that might be the move. Okay, then it would go... normal blocks. And double slabs. Normal block. Is that too steep of a pitch on the roof there? Well, it does take us like right down to 2 blocks, but what's the alternative? I guess. Okay. So Shawshank, you said you were you're going to play. What were you playing? More Minecraft or different games? There we go. This might be the move. It's a more shallow slope, but that means we won't be bumping our head just trying to walk out the door. Alright, how's this look? Oh, no Minecraft right now? Gotcha. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. This could be our little shed. That works. Looks pretty good. And now we have to extend the ground. That won't be a problem because we have a lot of dirt down here. So if you're not playing Minecraft, are you playing any other games, or just not really a whole lot of that right now to begin with? I personally kind of come and go in waves on video games. I enjoy playing them when I do, but then there's long stretches where I don't really play games at all. Instead, I spend my time reading or watching movies, TV shows, or just on YouTube. Okay, let's see. We'll raise this up just a hair more. This can be the start of our cliffside. I think we want to get the sand out of here, though. At least the visible stuff. I mean, as you can tell right now, I'm on a Minecraft kick personally, but We'll see how long that lasts. Hey, welcome to the stream. I love penguins. Right now we're just kind of building up this this house over here. I've got about an hour before I have to call it for the night, so... Oh, you're not a huge fan of games. Interesting. I would say that my favorite games are usually the ones where you have some creative input, like Minecraft here, but... There's so many types, it's hard to really categorize everything. Alright, so I want to build a cliff here. Doesn't have to be tall, just has to look a little craggy, rocky. I think that'll fit the vibes of our taiga? Is that what you call these biomes? To do that, let's grab some of this gravel. And I think we're also going to have to go mine for some more stone. Cobblestone, which we can turn into normal stone. I guess to start, well, let's not forget our crafting table. Actually, that's not a bad spot for it. Maybe I'll leave it there and just grab the one from the kitchen. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, I'm going to grab more berries. And I'm not hitting up the actual mine this time. I'm just going into the little rock pit I started. Because I'm actually going for cobblestone instead of ore. Oof. I've really got to upgrade my food. These berries are a little frustrating to collect sometimes. There we go. Okay, so there's our spawn little pillar. I'll probably build something here to commemorate spawn later, but this is where we were collecting a lot of our cobble. Oh, I didn't realize I already had a pickaxe. Oops. Now I've got two. I did put my house right there in the forest. A village would have been nice, but I was trying to build my home not far from where the natural spawn is. I'm trying to keep this world a little smaller and less sprawling, so I'm not trying to go as far, which means I'm probably going to find a little bit less, but at the same time, I'll just build a lot of my own stuff. But yeah, no, I don't disagree with you. If I had seen a village, it definitely would have probably set up camp there. I did find a pillager outpost. I'm not sure if you saw that on stream or not. It's not too far from my house. I actually built a path up over near it, so I can get over to that if I need to. But pillagers aren't quite as friendly as villagers. At least that hasn't been my experience. Do I watch football and soccer? Not really, and it's not that I don't enjoy it. It's just that I don't remember to check out what's going on. When, oh, just one moment. Yeah. When Ray was in chat earlier, he was telling me that he's actually in the US for the World Cup right now. That's pretty exciting news. I imagine you're into football and soccer. Oh, by the way, what do you guys call it in India? Do you call it football or do you call it soccer? I know the US calls it soccer. I know most of the world calls it football. But I'm wondering, are we the only ones who call it soccer? Like, it can't be just us, right? There has to be somebody else out there. I mean, I guess it could just be us. The US does tend to kind of do things their own way a lot of the time. For better and for worse. Football. Yeah, makes sense. You do use your feet. I know the big thing for America anyways is because we have, you know, American football. We just call that football, which means we needed a different name for what everybody else calls football. So soccer is what we landed on. Although I think soccer originally came from Britain. I don't remember. At least as a name, not a sport. We're all alone, huh? Oh well. I mean, people know what we're talking about when we say it. We just get called wrong. Do you watch a lot of football, though? I played briefly, but I was young back then. I was small, and it was, again, really brief. I played other sports quite a bit more just because, I don't know. It's what I fit into better. Alright, let's try not to blow up our house here. Whew, that could have been bad. Monsters nearby, well that's no good. Is there any way we could make that not the case? Look at that, we did it, somehow. Invented in Britain. England, yeah. Fair point. Oh, wow, that's a close call. I didn't even remember these guys. Oh, they can't jump through. Lucky me that this is tall enough. Yeah, I guess it's the UK now, but it used to be England and Britain, all that, whatever you want to call it. Everybody pretty much knows what people are talking about. Yeah, we're not going to have any blowing up happening on my lawn. No, thank you. You watch quite a bit of it? Ooh, scared me there, spider. You got any string? Nothing, huh? Oh well. Do you watch local stuff or more the world stuff? Like, I would assume that Team India is who you're rooting for most of the time, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, this is animal byproducts, this is plant goods. Arrows would go here. Weapons all go in here. Let's get rid of some of this dirt. We have what? A stack and a half of cobble. Stack and a half of andesite. Not a lot of stone, but that's okay. Do I like fishing? Do you mean in this game or in real life? Because the answer to both is sometimes. In this game, it's easy and just kind of relaxing. A simple thing to do. In real life, it's also pretty relaxing, but it's not, I wouldn't say easy. You need to know what you're doing to really catch much. I will say this, though. In real life, as far as fishing goes, what I really enjoy doing is trying the different kinds of fishing. I went to Alaska one time, way up north, you know. It's technically a US state, but it's way out, like, up with Canada. It's actually pretty close to Russia, just across, you know, the ocean. But that's not the point. Either way, up in Alaska, I went ice fishing, which was my first time doing that. I'd love to go again. It's awesome because they cut out a hole right in the ice. You just drop your lines in and bam, it's off to the races. Cricket, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I knew cricket was a popular sport over there. I didn't know that it was more popular than football. That's cool. It's interesting. Yeah, we don't really play cricket here. We play baseball, but I know there's some similarities between the two for sure. They're definitely not the same sport, but they're closer than a lot of others would be to either. Alaska is beautiful. I'm so happy I got to go. It's a fantastic place. The one thing I was a little upset about is, you know, I didn't get to see the Northern Lights when they were happening. But I kind of lucked out, I guess, you know, in my state, the very like next year or a couple years after that, they you could actually see them from where I live, which was not what I had been expecting. I'd still like to see them there in Alaska where, you know, it's so much more vivid, but yeah, while I was out there, I got to go dog sledding. That was on my bucket list as well. I've always been intrigued by that stuff. So it was cool getting to do some of the regional, you know, icons, I guess. I wouldn't say everybody does either, but that's kind of the point of traveling, right? Is to get to try things you can't do in your own location. Alright, before I run out of time, let's get to building. Ooh, a fish. Yeah, no, I did not know that you could see the Northern Lights from Washington, Oregon, and I don't think normally you can't, but at least lately it feels like in the last few years, there's been a few times where people are just saying, hey, keep your eyes peeled, and especially through like, if you're taking pictures, it shows up much more clearly than you can see with your own eyes. But yeah, it's pretty awesome actually when it does work out. You get a nice clear night and the Northern Lights are out there. So I wouldn't say you can count on it all the time, but I did get my chance to see them, just not the way I had thought I was going to. We're just going to start by, I guess, throwing some cobble down here. And seeing how it looks. Like, we're going to have to build this out later for sure, but to start. Yeah, the only other thing in Alaska I didn't really get to try out was just hot springs. But that's not an Alaska exclusive. It's just, it would have been cool to go check that out. Do I live all by myself? Yeah, kind of. It depends. You know, right now I do, but I've had roommates. I've lived with family. I kind of bounce around between things as time goes on. I haven't done as much as far as like different living kind of situations as some people, but camping, yeah, I was actually just going to mention that. I lived in an RV for a little bit, and that was pretty cool because it was almost like camping. I do enjoy camping. I like the outdoors, and it's nice to go spend time in it. Also, cooking over a campfire is always a great time. The food tastes good. Usually when I go camping, it's with friends or family, so it's fun just getting to hang out with people you don't see all the time, especially in a less busy kind of situation. But yeah, I love all that stuff. It's good stuff. I meant to ask, but I don't think I did earlier. You brought up fishing. Do you enjoy doing that? goes really deep down there. I think we'll go like this. Maybe something up here like so. And we're out of cobblestone. We do, yeah. I've got some friends who are really into fishing. Like, they're all the time out there. Even my little brother, he's big on it now too. Didn't used to be, but people change. I enjoy it. It's never been like my favorite hobby in the world, but if somebody ever invites me to go fishing with them, I'm not afraid to turn it down. Yeah, I'd say we got some similar tastes for sure. That being said, you know, I'm not the purest outdoorsman there's ever been. Yeah, you can tell by the fact I'm live streaming myself playing Minecraft right now. I also like computer games, hanging out. One reason I do live alone is because I like having my own time just to myself, and this is a good chance to, you know, do that. Where is the sun? Ah, there it is. Doing all right on wheat now. That's exciting. If I get another sheep, I can start breeding them up. And now that I've got access over to that forest over there, I'm going to be able to find a lot more animals. It feels like not a whole lot spawns in the taiga here. Which I don't hate. It does mean it gets to stay a little quieter. I'm not always hearing the bleating sounds of sheep or chickens clucking about, but it'll be nice to kind of get access to some more animals here. Have I played multiplayer? As far as Minecraft, yeah. I don't do as much of it. I've actually live streamed in the past, myself playing with a good friend of mine who moved away. We live in different states now, but that's actually one reason I got back into Minecraft, is it was just an easy game we both had and could play together. It was a good chance to spend some time catching up. Even if we couldn't in person, you know? Make a chicken farm. I have seen those where it's almost like a self-fulfilling chicken farm where the eggs shoot out and just keep cooking everything up for you. Minecraft technology has gotten a lot crazier since I was paying much attention. Yeah, but multiplayer, I've done it. I enjoy it, but I also like just kind of doing my own thing, you know? That's kind of what this world is for, is to just take things at my own pace. I have found, though, the game is a lot more enjoyable when you can share stuff with people. I'm kind of doing that through streaming, I guess, but it's not quite the same as having somebody actually come check things out. Yeah, I might make a chicken farm later, but I am going to need some eggs for that first, I believe. I've only seen one chicken, and he's very much dead. 21 sand. I'm going to cut that down to 16, make some glass. And let me take a look. Do I have... What would you use to make gray dye? Bone meal makes white dye. And ink makes black dye. I think I've got both of those. Sure do. So then this should make gray dye. Bam, look at that. Color theory works out. If you could stream in shorts mode, you could get a lot of viewers. Maybe? I'm not really sure how shorts work, or if I really want to do them. I stream longer stuff like this, you know, for sure. I don't know if that works for shorts or what, or how YouTube does any of that. I joke around that I'm old, but I'm not like real old or anything. That being said, I am not up with the latest and greatest in terms of technology and software, all that stuff. Oops, there we go. Yeah, I do like taking things at my own pace here. From what I understand, YouTube Shorts, because I assume that is what you're talking about, you get a lot more people seeing this stuff, but people also click through it a lot faster too. And I don't know, maybe I'll experiment with it later, try to get into all that, check things out, see how that works, but for the time being, I mean, I'm only 2 streams into this world, and I've already gotten a chat with a few different people, which is pretty cool. I mean, you're from India. The guy I was talking with earlier is from New Zealand. I've got a viewer who sometimes pops in, and he's from, where is he from? Bosnia. He's from Bosnia. So, I mean, like, it's crazy because I'm just out here in the US. It's awesome getting to chat with people from all over the world. I'd say, though, yeah, I mostly stream just to have a good time. Kind of stream for fun. I figured, well, it's a couple things. I actually started this YouTube channel not to stream games at all. I wanted to make a YouTube channel as kind of I wanted to live stream things. We'll start with that. Not to get people watching, but because I knew unless people were paying attention, I'm really bad at staying on task and motivating myself to do things. So, for example, I like to make music. And I wanted to make some music for a game that me and some friends play. Which is all good and fun, but the issue is I would get partway done and then just stop. And that is a running theme. But my plan was that if I live stream it and anybody watches, then I'll feel like, okay, well then I've at least got to finish this thing. Otherwise, you know, it's never going to go anywhere. And it kind of worked. But it also kind of backfired, because now I'm streaming myself playing games instead of making music. And I'm thinking about making a second channel for that, because I'm not sure if it quite fits what I'm doing here. Either way, some of those old streams are up here still. I think I'll probably leave them up. I don't know, maybe I'll unlist them later. And, until I make that second channel, I'll probably be posting that on here too. I think gray glass was the right call. That looks pretty nice. It's a little dark, I guess, but that only makes sense for something called gray glass. I think it matches the colors pretty well, though. It's just dark enough. Yeah, let me think. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is... no, I should probably at least throw some of this andesite into the little cliff face I'm working on. This still needs a lot of work. Like, a lot of it. It's nowhere near done, but we can at least slip some of this andesite in to mix things up so it doesn't look as goofy. Okay. Here we go. Let's just break some blocks at random. Fill in the gaps with andesite. I'm creative? Well, I appreciate that. I like to think that, you know, creativity is something... the more you use kind of your own creativity, the better you get at it. And yeah, I'd agree that I think I am pretty creative. The issue is I'm not very good at following through on the creative process. I like to start things, doesn't mean I always like to finish things. That being said, I do find the creative stuff, even just this, like building little goofy cabins like this in a video game, I really enjoy it. It's just, there's something almost fulfilling about making things, in my opinion. Even if it's not purely creative, I've worked in construction and, you know, building houses. It kind of scratches that same itch. Just being able to show the end result of something that you've been putting effort into. So between slabs, stairs, and just a few other little things, maybe some normal stone, that's going to look a little cleaner. I think I'm going to want it to stick out a little more. So we'll raise this like so. Oops, I've fallen and I can't get out. Neither can these foxes though, so guess we're in the same boat. Alright. We'll come back to this later. I think that what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to wrap things up for Minecraft. I have not even checked to see if my stream still works well with the music side of things, so we're going to do this. I'm going to hit the pause screen, put this on a green screen, close the game, and I'm gonna check and see if I can still stream music on this, just for the future. So, what are we looking for? Reaper is the program I use. Did it work? Let's find out. What if we open a project? What's this? Okay. Let's see if this works. Looks like my microphone is still picking up at least. That's a start. Might have to adjust some volumes here, but also we got to see if this thing even loads to begin with. Well, it's fighting for sure. Don't know why. It's a small file from what I remember. There we are. Okay. Let's see. We might have to... Okay, that's hooked up. Yep, there it is. That's sound. Don't know if it's too loud or not, but... Okay, so what do we have here? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, okay. This was just a little loop I made just to mess around with these sounds. I think it's in D minor. Nope. There it is. It's E. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much that, but just messing around with this is fun. Although, let's just mute that for now. Mostly I like just doing piano stuff. It's my instrument of choice, so... what are we looking for? Labs, that's it. It has been a while since I was in this. Holy smokes, I need to get back into it. You reminded me about all this. I had kind of put it on the back burner for so long. It's great. Well, I appreciate that, man. Really do. Yeah, I started trying to write background music for... I'm not sure if you're very familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, the game, but I play some of that with some buddies of mine. I run a game, and I thought, oh, what would be perfect is, gotta put you on green screen real quick while I put in my info. But, yeah, I wanted to write my own background music. That way I could cue things up when I wanted to, you know, for certain moments in the game. And it kind of worked, but the thing is, I write the starts of a whole bunch of stuff, and I never really get to the end. Let's think. What are we looking for? Piano stuff? Piano and keys? It's just a grand piano sound, I believe. It is. It's also kind of quiet, so let's crank up the volume. I gotta remember how to set my mic up here. It was a weird little setup I got. I don't know, man. There's so many sounds in this like instrument here that it's just fun to mess around with them. What I do end up struggling with is mixing, let's say, for example, some string sounds, some symphony stuff. Now I'm probably gonna have to turn down the volume because I think these are pretty loud. Am I good at singing too? Not as good. Not as good for sure. I can stay on key, but that's about it, you know. I like to sing. I don't like the sound of my own voice, but I feel like that's most people, generally speaking. Let's go long on this. Maybe turn the volume up a hair. There we go. Yeah, singing, that's something I don't really do as much on stream, and that is because I'm not as confident in it, I'd say. I have messed around with some vocal stuff. Let me see if I can find one of them. Now this is going to be, excuse me, interesting because one of these, Harmony 1, Harmony 2, one of these is not bad, one of these is pretty bad. I found some clips from a vocal group and I tried to sort out the different harmonies they were doing. And I will leave things as they were. Okay, that's not me. That's just some instrument versions as I was trying to sort out the spots. Let's see if I can... Oops. Solo that, and that. Like I said, this one might be pretty rough. I don't think there's been any vocal touch-ups, and my voice is not built to go this high, but is this the good one or the bad one? Yeah, that's it. Not great, not horrible. It's eh. Needs work for sure if I was trying to clean that up, but again, that was more of an experiment than anything else. Let me see. As far as vocals go, I think that's really... There's some stuff, but I can't show it because it was for a project me and my siblings did, and unless I have their permission, I'm not gonna show their stuff as well. What are these? Oh, here's this one. This one's pretty auto-tuned though. Do you know Pentatonics, the a cappella group? They they did a Daft Punk kind of mashup thing at some point, and a lot of people copied it. My little brother wanted to, so then I sorted out the parts for him to try to make it happen. But this one's much more auto-tuned than the other stuff, which makes it sound closer, but also more robotic. I don't know how loud this is going to be. I might have to adjust the volume.
Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, charge it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it, write it, cut it, paste it, save it, load it, check it, quick rewrite it, plug it, play it, burn it, rip it, drag and drop it, zip, unzip it, lock it, fill it, call it, find it, view it, code it, jam, unlock it, surf it, scroll it, pause it, click it, pause it, crack it, switch, update it, name it, read it, tune it, print it, scan it, send it, fax, rename it, touch it, bring it, Technologic.
Yeah, that was a fun one to actually put together. I enjoyed that. I like the stuff that's mostly vocals instead of a mix, because I have found my voice does not mix as well with instrumentation. What was I working on Oh, these guys. Yeah, I was gonna post some YouTube videos on some like content that I made with a buddy of mine, but I couldn't get the music figured out. I think this one's pretty messy right now, but these are good, not gonna lie. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I really do. Um, yeah, after this one, I'm probably gonna call it for the night, but it's nice kind of walking down memory lane here, checking some of my projects out. I think I was doing something with an organ on this one. I was trying to make some background music that sounded reflective. Sounds a bit robotic. Yeah, that was kind of how the original sounded, so I was trying to mimic that. I agree, it does not sound as much like a normal person, though. It sounds a little too tweaked. Oh, here we go. It did load. Nice. Yeah, this one was supposed to sound kind of... The goal was I wanted it to sound like music you would hear if you were watching a bunch of light kind of reflect off of a bunch of water. Weird concept, but it kind of applies to what it was going to be playing behind for the YouTube video. Like I said, I think this one pieces are missing of it, so we'll just see how it sounds. Oh, here's where the organ gets weird. No, I was wrong. This is it. Right after this, I think it goes off the rails a little bit. It's gonna need some work right around here. And then back to the beginning. I'm glad you like it, man. I really do. I like a good chunk of this one. I think it still needs some finishing touches, and it needs to be mixed a little better, but... yeah, I said that was the last one, but I am going to just show one more before I get out of here, I think. Which of these are done? I think this one? You know, I'm really glad you say that. Sounds like background music of some adventure story game. That was kind of the goal. No, we won't say that. Yeah, it was going to be in a YouTube video, but on top of that, I wanted it to be something you could play as like the background in a game. You got some nostalgia from that? Awesome, awesome. This one's a little simpler. There's not as many instruments going on here, I don't think. This is for the same project, but it's for a different scene, I'd say. Should be about done loading. That is one thing, is it takes longer and longer to load these, it feels like. I might try to store them more locally. Right now I think they're in the cloud, which was not on purpose, but it has made it a little easier to work on it for my laptop as well. Alright, let's see, is this it? It is. This one feels a little Minecrafty to me, now that I'm kind of back in it and I hear the new tracks. That's all she wrote for that one. That, I think, might be one of the more complete songs I have written for this thing. I like this instrument a lot. Should use this one more. I found one problem I run into is I end up just enjoying jamming out and playing music like this instead of actually recording much. Thanks, man. I do appreciate it a lot. This one gives you vibes of waking up in a forest, like a log cabin, and a stream flowing just beside you. Awesome. Yeah, the idea for that, at least the visual, was I wanted it to feel foresty for sure, kind of mossy, very overgrown almost. Oh man, I need to use this instrument as something. It feels spacey to me, this thing. Like, right, I can't keep doing this all night. I gotta get some sleep. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna wrap things up here. I really should just do a music stream soon. Maybe tomorrow? I don't know. I'll play it by ear. We'll see what I do. You think so? Yeah, there was a time where I thought maybe I should get into music as a job kind of thing. But again, my biggest issue is I'm a little lazy with what my passion is here, you know? I enjoy doing this, but I don't know if I could stick to it well enough to make a career out of it. I appreciate the feedback though. Yeah, I mean, I might try to lean into it a little harder for sure. But for tonight, I think I'm probably going to end stream right about here. Thanks for hanging with me. Yeah, great talking with you too, man. So I enjoyed having you here. Nice meeting you. Hope I see you around in the streams. Yeah, played some Minecraft, made some music. I can't guarantee I'll stream tomorrow night like I am right now, but we'll see. I'll try to make it happen. Might start a little later than last time, but once again, thanks for hanging with me. And thanks for watching. Till next time. Take care, buddy. Good night.